Alright, and with the prologue out of the way, welcome everyone, hello, to part 1 of Deadly Premonition, the Director's Cut for the PlayStation 3. We'll be going back to see our very first cutscene. It is only available as an intro. And we just gotta kind of wait for this to run its little course. Weenie cat. You guys are assholes. Trisha said she could not wait for me to be part of junior weenie hut, and I was in stitches because I never said that. Weenie Hut Juniors, that was it. Whatever. I'm a big scaredy cat. I am. I've beaten this game. I went on my plat run. Come on now. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to. And like, this game has really stupid jump scares too. Again, don't be afraid to laugh. Here we go. Those textures, though.
Oh. Oh. Yep. Yeah.
It's dangerous to run around here, boys.
Grandpa, hurry! Hurry Grandpa, you're too slow!
So that was our first cutscene, actually. It was not Thomas the Train. So I'm gonna try not. I'm gonna like point out a joke or two that was like mentioned in college, because some of it just sticks with me so well. Yeah, Thomas was a favorite character of all of ours. He was the weeping guy. We loved him so much. He was just a fucking sweetheart. So the game might start off a little slow, especially because a majority of the side questing is done at first, because like I said, once the game gets flowing, it goes. So I kind of don't want to interrupt the pace. So I'm gonna piss off the locals a bit for a while. I'll do as much as I can to keep a good balance. He sounded like a sim crying, not gonna lie. It's Deadly Prem! Welcome. Now you've got it. Now you've got it. Oh, starting a new game and saving new data will overwrite your previous save data that was created when you cleared Deadly Premonition. All gallery and trading card data viewable from the Red Room will be deleted, and the section selected for the Red Room title menu will not be selectable. Sadly, I do wish to proceed. I wish they had more than one fucking save file. Vingy boingy?
I want to hear another story.
Yes, of course. You've been waiting a long time for this, so how about a special one? This story is very strange and very nasty, but somewhat nostalgic. Do you think you can be a good girl and listen all the way to the end?
Is it a scary story?
It might be, but it's also a very important story. If you don't want to hear it, I can tell you a different story.
No, I want to hear it. This way, I won't be scared.
Will you turn on the TV then? Leave the sound down like always. Now, listen. This is important. At times, we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love.
Prologue, 00, York and Zach. And again, feel free to talk to me about the volume levels. I have this really loud in my ears right now, so I'm like, yep. Turned it down. How's that? How we doing? They really are speaking Simlish, actually. Yeah, it is Simlish. Simlish jibber jabber. It 100% is. Kinda loud still. Alright, went down another notch. We're pretending to say things, pretty much. I hope this isn't... It's still loud. I have my mic set up to the highest it can go. Let me turn the gain up a little bit. Okay. I also just... Oh, Danny is talking. I also turned up the gain on my microphone, like holy crap. So, did that help at all? Okay. Am I overriding our Simlish twins too much, or can you still hear their weird muttering? Yeah, this is gonna be the stream for a little while, guys, sorry. We've gotta figure out the balance. I can't slide the audio around all the time. Okay, you can hear them still? Good. Let's hear what this person has to say.
Could you wait just a little longer?
This won't take long.
Alright. Yes, thank you. A white screen. Trading card, Francis York Morgan. Yes, and it gives me money. I love that this game gives you money for like the most inane stuff. A strange clock is ticking away, though the room itself makes you feel as if time has stopped. Their Simlish is not important at all, just to let you know that they're conferring. Oh, here's another fun part, guys. You won't be able to tell when I'm lagging or the game is lagging. Because that's just how it be. I know York does look good. A doll shaped like a fat man. It has a plate on it which reads Washington State. Looks like there's multiple Fat Man dolls on that table. And then other red pins in the states.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It will start soon.
It's about time to get started.
Zach. Zach, can you hear me? It's me, York. If you can hear my voice, could you respond? Good. I thought you went to sleep. Zach, don't be surprised. The crime took place out in the country this time. Let's take it slow. Okay, Zach?
Sure, that's one way of looking at it, but it's totally wrong. Listen, they both need each other. It's called interdependency, and they both know it. Yeah, I know. He does terrible things to Tom. Nasty, even sadistic things. But that's fine, as long as that's what Tom wants. Think about it. His actions. He's always asking for it. It's his partner's job to fulfill that need, and Jerry knows that. Proof? Well, in the Tom and Jerry show, they live with each other. Hello? Hello?
believe the Bureau still can't get me a satellite phone.
These puppies are making me go to another town in the boondocks again.
Well, I'll be a happy camper, even if it ends up being a waste of time. At the very least, it'll get me out of the cramped city for a while. Right, Zach? The perpetrator from the last case really was something. Who'd have thought there'd be razors laced into your nails? Crazy. Just crazy. Well, at least I now have a scar to show off. See this? I got this when I arrested the Catwoman wannabe. Women. They're crazy. Don't you agree, Zach? The civilized world.
Alright. Is it actually a little dark to you guys? Because, I mean, it's perfectly light on my actual TV, but then when I look down, it looks dark on the screen, which I don't know why the capture card is making it darker. So I might hop into my options really quick. Okay, it looks good for you, because it looks a little dark on the capture card screen. Actually, let me check this versus Twitch. Okay. Yeah, no, it looks good. Alright, well. We're in the other world. Right off the bat. Hey, Zach, there's a path up ahead in the headlights. It must be years since I last set foot on a dirt path. So, Mod's already brought it to my attention privately, but I was going to bring this to everyone's attention publicly. Theories on if Zach is real. Go. And just keep it in your mind throughout the entire game. It is constantly in question. Is Zach a real person? Or is York just fucking crazy? Well, York is fucking crazy, but... to the point where does Zach actually exist? Also, I love this aspect. York has one of those clip-on flashlights, but they forgot to, like, put that in. So it just looked like he has a high beam in his chest. It's amazing. Keep your high beams on, York. Let's see. I've got my mission knife. And my steel pipe. His dead partner, he kept looking over at the passenger seat. Alright, so thankfully we're going to get into combat pretty quick. So so you guys will be able to tell me how things sound. Ooh, first aid kit, thank you. Alright, you guys just, again, overanalyze everything and theorize away, because that is what makes me happy. Also, here's the beauty of this game. The beauty of this game is I can play this through, and then you guys can play this through if you so choose. There is a version out for the Switch called Origins. And...
Looks like we're being welcomed. Zach, I'll let you handle the meet and greet.
Yeah, his voice just echoed. It's fine. Yeah, this is a different world he's in. It's the other world, like in Silent Hill. There's an angry doggo out there. Can't see much through this fog. The path might be blocked from rain. We should stay away from obvious danger. Yeah, if you guys end up enjoying this game and end up playing, I know a couple of you have the director's cut version. There's a version out for the Switch, which is this without, like, the extra cutscenes. Like, so the CG with the little girl, essentially, was added. And they fixed up the controls and stuff. But I think that is also in the Switch version. Like, I think they kept the fixed controls, because it was a nightmare otherwise. Oh, wait. I might... This has one of the most awkward combat systems in the world. You just get used to it. Oh, no, it hit me. There was a barrel next to me. Reload. Okay. Okay. You get money from random shit. Including shaving and dressing yourself. But if you enjoy it and play it through again, honestly, you will pick up on things you did not notice your first time through. This is about, like, my 4th or 5th time going through it, and I still find things. That's kind of the beauty of this game, is it's very layered. I am not going to be doing a bearded playthrough, mainly because I get money for shaving, and I think York looks devilishly handsome without a beard. I like his scruff. I like York's scruff quite a bit. And something chopped up a dog. Sorry, ow. The way I'm sitting with my computer actually hurt my knee a little bit. So much for my hopes of a peaceful picnic. Do me a favor and stay sharp, Zach. What was that splooshing? Oh. Thank you, chat. Oh, okay. Mod explained to me that my capture card dims it a bit when you look at it, even through OBS. Excuse me. Since this was originally for the... Yeah, and I did make Katie buy it. She's right. I was like, buy this game! And you're lucky I made you buy it. Because, let me do a quick little fact check here. Even though there's something creepy in there. We're We're gonna do a little fun something. You had no choice. We're gonna do a fun little something. And this game was originally released for $20 on the Xbox 360. Retail price was $20. Yes, the clock is going backwards. It does that in the other world. So let's see. Yeah, here we go. So let me see. I have this up on price charting. Again, it retailed for $20 on the Xbox 360. Brand spanking new. $20. Source. Browser? I'll just do display capture and you guys can just see into forever. Because I'll make it go away. Yes, maybe. Is that even working? Maybe I have to unsee the game. Danny's Elgato. Nope. Okay. Don't worry, it's fine. We're good. Display capture. How about we do... Yes, the mounted deer is moving. That actually reminds me of, like, the moose in Evil Dead the Musical. Or just in Evil Dead. Create new browser. Local... Whoa! What dis? Ah, URL. Here we go. Well, I just figured this out really quick. I'm calling to my Kermit the Frog voice. Because this is just something I find fascinating. Deadly Prem has been a cult phenomena. Here we go. So. That's okay, that's fine. That's just how you're gonna be. Fine. Yeah, oh. Get off! I think I actually have to go into the browser. Sort and filter. Okay, so basically, Deadly Prem, the original for the 360, loose is $32, complete is $60, complete used, and new is about $65. The director's cut for the PlayStation 3 is about $23 loose, $50 complete, $60 new. The classified edition, which was a fan-made version, essentially cobbled together, and like given its blessing by Sweary, mainly from Welcome to Greenvale, which is a great fan site, is, and I also have it, is $80 loose, $95 complete, and $140 new. And then Deadly Prem Origins for the Switch, since that is newer, $27 loose, $30 complete, $35 new, and the Origins also had a collector's edition, $35 loose, $40 complete, and $53.95 new. So, for a $20 game, it, yeah. Yeah, it became a huge cult phenomena, and I'm just making sure I remove the correct things on here so I don't remove my capture card. Remove image from sources. Yes. Okay, cool. We're good. Yeah. So it was pretty much made with a budget of $20 and came out for $20. This game actually comes up in the argument as games as an art form. So this is in the same vein as Shadow of the Colossus, and just let that sink in for a minute. But yeah, since it was made for the 360, it is a little awkward with like the shooting and everything, because that's obviously made for 360 controls. So you have to have all, you know, your fingers resting on every trigger, and that can get a little cramped with the PS3 controller. But we saw the creepy thing go in here, so we're gonna go in here. What the fuck did you try to jump scare me with? It's a can of pickles. We're gonna take it. Food is a big thing in this game. Yeah, I pretty much own every version of Deadly Prem there is, including the non-functional Steam version. Doesn't look like anyone lives here. No reclusive, hairy brutes to greet us. Thanks, York. Nothing about the shuttle on the wall. These are tank control Resident Evil-y, if you're getting that vibe, you should be. A control panel for the power grid. This should give us the electricity we need. Not an expert opinion, though. Poke. Yeah, these things are called shadows. I call them trombies. Yep. Draw weapon, aim with R. Yep. Yep. Lock on with R2. That's what I could not remember. Alright. And, if they get close to you... If they get close to you, they will try to jam their... Oh, shit. They will try to jam their bodies down your throat. Okay, you gotta get a little closer, buddy. Not that close. No, not trauma zombies. Aaron blamed the trees. Tree zombies. Yeah, creepy as fuck? Yeah, I know. This is what I didn't want to hear in my ears. But you have to. Because there's no radar. I will say in Deadly Prem 2 there's... Yeah, I know. York, thank you, sweetheart. York is a sweetheart, he really is. Especially when he talks to Zach, my heart melts in a million pieces. I was just there for the agent honor and the free money, buddy. Running through the other world is also incredibly stupid. You always want to walk. Power's back. Bless civilization and automated doors. Come on, let's get moving, Zach.
Through a lot of crazy situations, but that one takes the cake.
It's the first time I've been attacked so directly. Zach, can you give me a logical explanation about what that was? Never mind, don't answer. Life is fun because of the mysteries. Right, Zach?
I mean, sure. Lollipop! Yeah, this is a, Okay, I'll answer the damn phone before I should report to headquarters to give them an update. This is how you save, is you use the phones. This is classified as an open-world survival horror game. It's very inspired by Silent Hill and Resident Evil. It pays homage to those. Oh yeah, this is the ever-spawning lollipop spot. There's like one of those in every other world section. Cool. Yeah, and God, sometimes as much as I wish I could turn the audio down, I can't, because I need the sound cues. But I will say one thing about the second game. I know pretty much everybody here has not played it except for me. It gives you an enemy radar, and I did kind of criticize the game for, no, York, you take that gun out. He'll put his weapon away if you don't do anything with it after a while, so you're going to see me fighting with him all the time. Alright. There's a son of a bitch around here. I can hear him. That's... aha. They can move... They can move shockingly fast. I will be ambushed by Trombies a couple of times. I'm not gonna even pretend that I'm not. I get surprised by them. Okay, because they can move very fast when they want to. Generator might give us power we need. There's a control panel here. Poke! But yeah, yeah, one of my criticisms of the second game was that it was a bit easy, and after I started, like, replaying this one, I was like, oh, it's partially because there's a radar to tell you where the enemies are, whereas this game, you just kind of have to pray. So that black sludge means that Trombies will spawn. The crying is usually a good indication that they're around. Sometimes there are infinite spawning Trombie spots, and there is one in this game. I'm trying to, or one in this level, and I'm trying to remember where it is. Usually, though, they just disappear. Ugh. After you spend a while in the other world, the noises get to you, which is why I'm talking a lot. It really is great for, actually does a shockingly good job for ambience. Yes, you surprised me last time. And I felt like an asshole. I jumped and screamed and I felt like an ass. Because I was trying to get rid of, stuff up here. And it just crammed its arms down my throat. Trust me. Melee weapons are better for crates and fences because it's so loud with the gun. And why, yes, I will walk through the other world the entire damn game. Yes, that is how Hugh-Man uses knife, I know. Ugh, I know. They're so creepy. There's one out there. Actually, no, I don't want to auto-target her. I wanted her to explode! I wanted her to explode, but alright. It's dancing right until the point where it shoves its whole body down your throat. I'll never get over that. That's honestly one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen. Toolbox where I keep my stuff, so you can switch out your weapons and crap here. The generator looks really bad. Zach, I think the killer really had a grudge against it. I should say York's spectacular voice acting, and I do mean spectacular, is done by Jeff Kramer. He has not done much. York says the same thing. But he is famous for being the fish in the Dreamcast game Seaman. Zach, let's try to find a way to fix this mess. Oh, you want to see a Trombi shove its arms down my throat. I don't want a Trombi to shove its arms down my throat. Where? I heard the BWARM. Oh. Fine, I'll let it do it. I've got health kits. Yep. Yep. That's enough. It was likely gonna happen anyway, but... Oh, you can't use the flare here because you're in the other world. Oh, it's so gross. I'm not hip with my zombie games, to be honest, so I don't know if there are other, like, zombies that do that. But... oh, yeah, that's how the Trombies move. They shimmy, like, really quickly. Yeah, I wanted that Agent Honor. Alright. Let's get a little bit for observation over here. No power here either. I bet we'll find a generator nearby. Search is on, Zach. York, you take the gun out, and you keep it out. You're gonna hear me yelling at him all the time. Because he puts the gun away. Lock to the padlock. I should be able to break this if I hit it hard enough. And contrary to what he says, you don't hit it, you shoot it. It's a really slow door open animation. Wah! So... let me guess, you don't want to... oh no, kill you. Oh no, just kill, not kill me. There's a fuse. Or there is no fuse. Without a fuse, it won't work. Well, we've got one. Yeah, Trombies move really fast. They're called shadows, officially. Trombies are just a more interesting name. I honestly don't remember how we came up with it. The power in the area should be more stable now. Let's hurry ahead, Zach. I hear crying again. So usually, we're just gonna have York smash through the door with reckless abandon. Aha, there are a couple here. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna see me have, you're gonna see York running around all over the place, just body slamming doors open, essentially yelling FBI, business. Looks like we let in some unwelcome guests. Double time, Zach. Really? Last time I got an observation bonus. Fine, be that way. You saw me. Bend over so I can get the headshot on you? No. Fine. The bar underneath is my stamina bar. York can only run for so long. Can you hear me over their death rattles? Again, that's a concern I have because you're gonna hear it a lot, so... Can you hear me over there? Oh, I don't want to die. Okay. Okay. This is the spot with the infinitely spawning Trombies. Get. There's a car wreck around here. You. Thank you. Good job, York. Nice hit. Hell yeah, headshot reward. Okay. Let's see. I believe that is the infinitely spawning Trombi pit. I can hear one walking. Yep. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. They move pretty quick. And, they're the most common form of enemy, so, you know. Cool. I hit square, but alright. That's the Red Raincoat Killer. He's an asshole. Yeah, in the other world, you have the chance of running into random QTEs, which is why I said I trust the PlayStation controller. I will die at a QTE every single time. I died in college, I died when I played this like a month ago, I just die all the time. So, if I die quite a bit to these QTEs, I got every other one in the game. That was my only death. I was so pissed. There's Red Ivy climbing this door. If we don't go through it soon, the Red Ivy will lock it up. Yeah, like the screaming violins. Yes, that's a really good music cue. Alright, let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh boy, red vines. I want so badly to give hints, and I'm just keeping my entire mouth shut. For, like, everything.
There's definitely something in this town.
York,
Do you feel it, Zach?
your voice.
My coffee warned me about it.
Yesterday morning, the milk I poured in my coffee made a sign. It said, "Tomorrow you'll arrive in a place that will change your fate."
Oh god, yeah, back when he was talking on the phone and, you know, on his computer and everything in his car, we had a joke that, he was talking to Norman Jayden from Heavy Rain. That he just calls Norman Jayden and bothers him all the time. And we're not the first ones to think that. That's all over the internet. But it's still pretty funny. But yeah, York can actually only run for so long or can only aim at an enemy for so long before he actually has a heart attack and wakes up in the hospital. This makes you do some major micromanagement, like food and, you know, like York's hunger and shaving and his clothes, and it gives you money for all of it. I should actually probably stop when the controller starts rattling. But yeah, anytime you're in the other world, Red Raincoat Killer. Ew.
Now you were very late. I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
FBI Special Agent, Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Agent York?
Good, that's good. Are you the sheriff?
No, I'm Deputy Sheriff Emily Wyatt. George, he's the sheriff. He went looking for you, actually. He should be back soon.
I see.
If you don't mind me asking, did you walk all the way here?
My car broke down, that's all. She's easy on the eyes. Definitely worth a trip to the primitive world.
By the way, don't mention anything about what happened back there. She'll think you're a psycho. Don't want that, do we, Zach?
Welcome to Greenvale. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman. Call me George.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Could you tell me why the FBI is so interested in a small-town homicide?
Let's just say it's a personal interest in killers of young women. I'm always looking for new sample cases to help me with my profile.
Both are superiors of clearness with each other. You can remain in command. You don't have a problem with this, do you?
No. No problem. Just want to set things straight. Our small town has its share of problems. I'm the one fixing them one by one and maintaining peace and order. You can have your profiling sample, but I need you to understand that.
Of course. Of course. By the way, George, I had a little accident with my car. Could you send someone to take care of it? Oh, and my clothes and luggage are still inside.
All right. Don't worry. I'll get my assistant Thomas to take care of it. Do you need anything else?
Thanks. Well then, I think I'll rest up first at the hotel. Then I'll join you on your investigation.
Don't know how to say that, but really don't need your help. Unlike some of you corrupt city police officers, play it by the book. I hope you'll come to appreciate that, Agent Morgan.
Ooh.
And we'll handle the investigation. You just think of this as a vacation. Take it easy. Enjoy the nature here. You don't have to be a tree worshiper to appreciate the wildlife here.
Zach, let's reassess the situation. There are no cavemen here. We're as far forward as the Middle Ages. And we've just met the king.
I wish my daily salary was $760. I wish I got paid every time I did basic hygienic things. zombie faces.
Previously during the investigation.
These puppies are making me go to another town in the boondocks again.
I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
Welcome. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman. Call me George.
There's definitely something in this town. You feel it, Zach? Coffee morning.
It's broken. I've been using that one for a long time.
Why didn't you get it repaired? This TV is important to you, right?
It's got some memories attached to it, sure. I used to watch movies on this thing with your grandma all the time.
Grandma liked movies?
Of course she did. Everyone loves movies, right?
I love movies too. I've never been to a movie theater though.
There's a doggo again. Sugar donut? I will take that. I should actually probably put that in my toolbox. I have too many food items. Oh, it's not locked. Alright, let's go. There's a violent door open. Expect that a lot.
York! Don't breathe. Hold your breath. They can't see you if you hold your breath. Hurry. Like this. Cover your mouth.
These noises are really gross on screen. They're even worse in your ear. I'll tell you that right now. I feel real gross. Oh.
Who are you?
Zach, the symbolism in my dreams continues to intensify. A forest of red trees, a carpet with red leaves, a strange doll, and twin angels.
But that child is what bothers me the most. I swear I've seen him before. I just can't remember where. Well, it'll probably come back to me eventually. For now, we need coffee.
Let's head to the cafeteria, Zach. I hope they have some real coffee. I really need some coffee. Then we can head to the sheriff's office. There's a proper procedure for everything, right, Zach?
So, first off, look at how giant this bed is. I would love to sleep in a gigantic bed like that. So this is York's room. You can sleep to pass the time. And because you get sleepy, save. Always save. And you need to change York's suit at least once a day because you actually get money penalized. You get Stinky Agent, and flies will buzz around you. Although I think I'm good for now in this suit. Doing other things can get you more. I'll try to aim for at least my favorite suit, which is a black jacket, no tie, and a red shirt, which increases your health. And that's also just a really nice looking suit. Yeah, it looks almost brand new. Alright, we're good. It costs $10 to send it to the dry cleaner, but you get $12 for sending your clothes out to be cleaned. Yeah. Oh yeah. What's it called? Like the sex machine suit or something like that? Nothing here of any interest to me. That is a wild news program. There are a couple of Twin Peaks things I'll point out that are very, very, like, niche and, like, meant to be pointed out, or meant to, like, be sought out, so. But I randomly thought of one, that's why I said that. There's nothing in here. Let's go to our toolbox. I need to store some crap in there. Mainly that sugar donut and that can of pickles. There's gonna be a lot of violent door opening. Not bad. Let's shave. York can grow a beard. This is what Trillium was asking me about. Is there going to be a beard run? I don't like his face with a beard that much. I think he looks very handsome and adorable with the scruff, so. And you get money for shaving, so. The toilet's in there. There's this huge-ass shower. Like, I wish I could stay in a hotel like this. I can use my flashlight in the hallways. So, this upcoming scene is great. Because y'all are not going to believe the song that plays. And it's going to be stuck in your head forever. Before that, though, you also get a bonus for checking the weather, which is important. Today is a fine, clear day, a perfect day to have a walk. York usually comments something else. Give me that. Put the egg in the toolbox. We need that egg, actually, for a side quest later. Yeah, I looked through a list, actually, and I tried to pick ones that were either helpful to me, as in gameplay-wise. There's one where you can get your car back, and we're getting that. And then, ones that give you a little bit of insight into the characters. Vending machine for drinks and stuff, but the most famous song.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan. Your breakfast is ready for you.
Thank you, Mrs.
Polly Oxford. Just Polly is fine.
Well then. Thank you, Polly. I'm starving.
Is everything all right, Mr. Morgan?
Yes, it's delicious, Polly. My compliments to the chef.
I'm hoping my cooking will bring back repeat guests. Honestly, though, it's been a while since anyone has stayed here.
I couldn't help but notice. Aside from you and me, there seems to be no other guests or workers around.
What's that? The salt's in that white shaker there.
Thank you. I was wondering if there were any other guests or workers here.
Oh, no one else. My husband and I used to run this place, but he's in heaven now.
You've been working here alone since then. Must be hard by yourself.
Oh my, we're all out of pepper. I'm very sorry.
It must be difficult to run a hotel by yourself.
Well, yes, I suppose. I could just live on my pension, but I have to admit, running a hotel is kind of like a hobby of mine.
That's nice. Polly, it might help to hear you better if you could sit a little closer.
Oh my, Mr. Morgan, you're embarrassing me. So early in the day, too. I think I'm a little too old for you. And I still love my departed husband. May God rest his soul. I appreciate the invitation, but I'm fine over here.
Polly, I can hardly hear you from all the way over there.
You're exaggerating. This is fine. It won't do to be all clumped together with such a large table and cafeteria. We have to make use of all this space. Now tell me, that wound on your face, what happened?
Let's just say I had some trouble during the last case I was working on. I'm sure it'll heal. It's just a flesh wound.
Oh my, well, there's no need to be the tough guy here. I want you to be able to relax here. I've prepared a special room for you. A famous rock star once stayed in the same room, you know.
Really? I feel honored.
If you need anything at all, just let me know. I'll help you out in any way I can.
Zach, the lady is offering to help. Do you want to ask her about the town?
Say, Polly, what can you tell me about this town?
Well, let me see. You might know this already, but the town is called Greenvale. It rains here quite often, but it's a nice place, surrounded with nature. It was a big and prospering lumber town until not so long ago. We used to have a population of over 6,000 people. Less than a tenth of them left now. This hotel was built back then. We saw plenty of guests in those days.
That's why this place is so big for such a small community.
I have so many fond memories from back then. I suppose the clock on the community center is quite famous too.
The clock?
Oh yes, it's lovely. It rings in the morning and at night to let the whole town know the time. You'll hear it many times during your stay. It's a beautiful sound. And you'll love it too, I think.
I look forward to hearing it then.
Anything else you'd like to know about?
Yes, actually, Polly. Could you tell me about the shops around here?
Shops? Well, there aren't many. It is a small town, after all. You can do most of your shopping at the Milk Barn convenience store. The couple who run it are a unique pair. I'm sure you'll get to like them. The A&G Diner is a great place to eat. They might be open even if my kitchen is closed. If you want to go to a bar, there are two. The Galaxy of Terror and the Sweary 65. I don't care much for either of them. Bars are for the younger folk. We also have a gas stand, of course, the art gallery, and even a gunsmith. You should be able to find what you need.
Thank you, Polly.
Well, Mr. Morgan, I'd better start cleaning up. You just take it easy. I'll bring your coffee out in a moment.
Thank you, Polly. I have to warn you, though, I am very particular about my coffee. The very best you have, please.
I understand. I'll be right back with it.
The look with interest.
Did you see that, Zach? Clear as a crisp spring morning. F.K. in the coffee. I knew I could count on it. Never fails.
Now then, let's get going.
That is one of the memeiest things in this game. It's FK in the coffee. Clear as a crisp spring morning. Oh my god. You actually could see the initials F and K if you looked into the cream. So there's a few things we're gonna do before we hit the sheriff's office. But we want to be there by 12:15. It's fine. Again, I'm following this guide because I want to hit some of the side quests, or as many as I possibly can. Yeah, I know. This hotel is actually really swanky. Actually, the upstairs is neat. But yeah, so you have like time management and everything. Like places close, they open and they close and blah blah blah. Time is very important. But yeah, I'll get to that in a sec. The blade of a huge saw is on display, likely used ages ago for lumber milling. History of Greenvale industry. So, like Polly said, this was a really big lumbering town. It tells us here that deer hunters score points according to the number of antlers on their prey. I knew that. My father hunted deer. If all the culprits we brought in had antlers, what would our score be by now? This display, it's getting me all nostalgic. Deer hunting was popular in this town. This article says one family had their 6-year-old daughter practice shooting with pigs' heads as targets. Better watch out for hunting aficionados among ladies here. Old tools used long ago for lumber milling. Not that I know what they're for, though. Records say that many schools closed down on the opening day of the hunting season. So many kids would skip school that they decided to make it official. Maybe we should think about taking the day off ourselves on opening day. Though there is controversy concerning the cruelty of shooting game for entertainment, deer hunting helps keep the deer population in check, thus maintaining a balanced ecosystem. Could homicides be helping us keep our own numbers in check, I wonder? That's a little morbid, York, but that's how York is. Deer hunting season opens. Greenvale, known for its love of hunting, practically allows hunting all year round, though the type of prey depends on the season. Bears, turkeys, pheasants, crows, ducks, wild ducks, geese, and rabbits among them. I like how there's ducks and wild ducks. This town must be a hunting nirvana for the aficionados. The glories of days long past, showcased in such a small package. Maybe this was the extent of their glory. Doesn't seem to be of any value to me. What do you think, Zach? Random, I really like the clicky walking sound. It's just very pleasant on my ears. I don't know why. So every time someone appears with a yellow over the talk, they have something new to say.
Oh, hi.
Yes, Mr. Morgan. If you need anything, you can find me at the front desk. I sell daily goods to guests. I don't have much, but they may help you out. So you're the sales girl too, aren't you? Yes, that's right. Coffee comes as a set with the breakfast. Don't worry, the service here is just as good as any fancy city hotel. Great, thank you. Oh, all right then. Did you want something? If you're heading out, I should warn you, don't be out too late. There's been a lot of trouble in these parts recently. Trouble? You know, the terrible murder. It's just so scary. Very true, but I am, you know, looking for the murderer. It would be so much easier if the killer would just show up and try to kill me. Oh, don't say such horrible things. Well, you gotta risk something to gain something. Oh, Mr. Morgan, I'm not that kind of lady. Zach, I think she's misunderstood us again. Polly's still got more to say.
Oh.
Where's she looking? Into the abyss. Pretty much. Doesn't your line of work make you tired? Please, at least try to relax while you're here. Eat and rest up. Okay, now I'm actually gonna buy something from her.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Mr. Morgan. Okay, stabilizers. I'm good on the cigarettes. I need cheese, actually. Again, for a side quest later. And then if I feel like trying to catch cards on my own later, I will do so. There's some stuff I'll do off camera, so that's what these are for. Thank you, Mr. Morgan, and try to take it easy today, okay? Polly's so sweet. This hotel is huge! So, anywhere besides your room, York sounds so put off by this. I can give headquarters an update, but it'll cost me $1, Zach. He just sounds so put off, like, he's like, I have to pay $1. Oh, there's something interesting about the map of Greenvale, which I will be looking at a lot. To find my way around. Egg. Okay, we're gonna put the cheese and the worm. Oh yeah, and then the fishing rod just kind of hangs around as a key item. Door tackle! DID. That's a fairly common theory, actually. The DID one, I will tell you that. That is actually a very common theory. With York and Zach. Actually, I will say, even when you find out what's going on with York and Zach, people still believe he has DID. Regardless of if that's the truth or not. Like, people are just like, yeah, DID. So, it's kind of like, even if it is the answer, people are, they're like, yeah, and if it's not, they're like, no, it's still DID. So, it's interesting. I'll get more on the topic of that later, because I can't go farther into that. But, people are very, like I said, the DID is very popular when people are very attached to the idea of him having DID. Alright, see you later, Trillium! All the way safe. So the two people that know what are going on have left the chat. That looks like an incredibly gross turkey sandwich. I want to throw that out there. Like, I don't like turkey, but that doesn't look like turkey.
A police car. So we have King George to thank for preparing a car for me. A pleasant surprise, eh, Zach? Let's take it for a spin. I have to tell you, Zach, this place simply amazes me. The keys were left on the front hood, and nobody stole the car. Values. This town has what the country needs. Values. Let's head over to the sheriff's department.
Look at these driving settings. Look at this shit. Just take a gander at that for a sec. I'm just gonna leave that up there. What? It was worse on the 360 version. Like, they're the same. It's easier to handle. They made the car easier to handle. That's not anything lagging but the game. And a flare. So yeah, you have cop cars unless you... Okay, first off, I'm changing the view. You have cop cars unless you get York's car back. And we want York's car back because we have our gas and then our car meter. And our car is at 100%. York's car can't take any damage. So we'll want that. Fun fact, the license plate says Spy Fiction, which was Sweary's game before this.
So, Zach, about those bonus features in DVDs nowadays. You know, the ones from the 80s have almost no bonus material. Even if they do, it's a trailer and the visual quality is pretty bad. Well, that visual quality is a good reminder of those days. So many new audio and visual appliances were coming out back then. Do you remember the first video deck we bought? We bought it to record one of the Star Wars movies on TV. And remember when that video store opened, we spent hours there, just trying to find a good movie to rent. There weren't that many to choose from back then. I remember renting some really bad ones after reading those back cover taglines. Hey, remember? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Filmed in 1978. Produced, directed, written, and edited by John DeBello. It was really awful, but for some reason I still remember it pretty well. It had so many sequels, and the original was re-released in '95. The 87-minute long theatrical release bumped up to a whopping 90 minutes. But that was around the time I joined the Bureau. I never have a chance to see it.
I know, Zach. Once this case is over, we can watch it together.
I bet we can buy a copy on the internet pretty easily.
You can have conversations with Zach. That's actually one of my favorite parts of this whole game. And yes, every movie York talks about is a movie that has existed. Sweary is really into old movies. And so is York. Okay, so we're gonna head to the diner first, just for something for a side quest here. Oh my god, the conversation with Zach are so fucking cute.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out? We're supposed to go through Anna Graham's file at the sheriff's office, but if you want to act on a hunch, then I'm with you.
Anna Graham. Ha 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 ha. Here's a unique feature to this game. You can peek inside. And sometimes you catch people doing stuff, so we're just gonna peek. You always get like money for like investigation bonus or something like that. So, here's the A&G Diner. We're gonna go in there in a sec. Kind of annoying that you have to go through a loading screen every time, so I'm not gonna abuse that power. But yes, I'm going to try to get every single car conversation with Zach. Yeah, it's an observation bonus. Alright. Here's a trading card. Yep. That's York's coffee. Yeah. Coffee. The more I collect, the better, honestly, just because, Agent honors, thank you. Because that'll help me get suits. A&G Diner menu, it's a card. Okay, so we're actually here. Nick's recipe for macaroni and cheese. Nick's recipe for meatloaf. See how it says suspect? It's because we haven't properly met them yet. And a good amount of people, pretty much like everybody, quote unquote, like all the major townspeople, NPCs, are suspects until the murder is solved. You can hear Nick chopping through the wall. Nick's recipe for Eggs Benedict. Oh, mac and cheese. I think I smell taco meat though, so... Okay, we needed those, but we'll also introduce ourselves. She around here? Yeah, the waitress. Let's see what this person is. Oh yeah, that's if you don't really know them.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. And you are?
Olivia. Olivia Cormack.
Olivia. Now that's a lovely name.
Do you think so? You're the only one who's ever said that other than my father and Nick.
Oh, it's a very good name. You should be proud of it. There's that famous singer, too, isn't there? From the 70s? She's actually from England, but she's got this really strong image of being an American pop singer.
Huh?
That's it. Olivia Newton-John. You know of her, right? She's not only a successful singer, she's successful as an actress, too. Personally, I really liked Xanadu back in 1980. She played a cute fairy and just looked amazingly stunning. It's hard to believe she was 32 at the time. Right, Zach?
Sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Really? That's a shame. You should watch it when you get a chance. You'll learn to love your name.
Oh, okay.
So, Olivia, do you know anything about Anna that might be helpful to me?
Oh, she was a bright and lovely girl. I can't believe she...
Did she ever look worried or anxious?
No, not really. I can't believe it, really. I'm never going to see her again, am I? She was here with us, so happy and energetic just a few days ago. She and I, we were getting all excited over some new dessert.
Thank you, then. If you remember anything else, let me know.
She still has more to say.
Hi there.
Agent York. I know the case is important, but would you like to order something? Since you came all the way to the diner, you know. You should try out Nick's, my husband's cooking. People around here say it's really good. Olivia. That sounds like a wonderful idea. As you said, I am here after all. This definitely is a diner. York. And a diner is a place to eat. I almost forgot that most basic fact. What do you think, Zach? So would you like to order something? No, I'm gonna talk to you instead. I wanted to ask you if you noticed anything strange about Anna. Oh, I can't think of anything, really. Okay, well, then that's fine. Did you find anything that might lead you to the murderer? Okay. I'm sorry, but I can't discuss the details of an ongoing investigation. Any reason why you ask? No, just I hope that you catch him soon. The killer that killed Anna. Don't worry about that. I'll catch him. Yes, I hope you do. I'll let you know if I remember anything. Zach, is she just curious about our progress with the investigation? Or does she know something? Remember, everyone's a suspect. Talk to me again, Olivia. You have more shit to say.
Hi there.
Anna was such a lovely girl. Please, catch the murderer. Alright. I actually have my notebook open with, like, shit I'm supposed to do. So, the first one was stop at the A&G diner. Okay. There's a reason we're not eating at the diner besides the fact that we're full. Yeah, York is what's defined on TV tropes as a cuckoo cloudlander, and he's amazing. If you try to go into the kitchen, Nick yells at you to get the fuck out. So, we are going to get a thing for teleporting as well, like just a fast warp point, which will help us. The nice thing is you can put your car wherever, and the game just auto parks it for you, which is nice. So just for that, I'm gonna drive down to a set of apartments really quick. Ah! Driving on the wrong side of the road. Reckless abandon. Yeah, there's a ton of things I actually could be doing right now, like side quests, but I'm just ignoring them.
Speaking of 80s movies, one jewel in the rough springs to mind. Deadly Spawn. Do you remember that one, Zach?
Back in '83, directed by Douglas McCann. Right, it was filmed pretty cheap, but still it was pretty good. The monster design with the mouth crammed full of teeth, I loved it. So many delicious B-movie cliches. Did you know that they made a sequel? But I never got to see the sequel. The rental store didn't have it for some reason. They said the staff for the sequel was totally different from the original. Wonder how the sequel turned out. You know, the monster in that one responded to sound.
Wait, Zach. Sounds a lot like the movie Tremors.
I think that one was back in '89, directed by Ron Underwood. Now that was a great role for Kevin Bacon. Masterpiece.
Zach, that one had sequels like crazy. I remember there was a fourth one. I've only seen the first one, though.
Okay, are you done, York? Ah! Sorry, that's my headset hitting the mic stand. Not that kind of bacon. Yeah, I know. Aaron, we're doing the things where York talks to Zach in the car, like, all the time. There's actually, like, a set amount per, like, episode chapter, so, like, once that starts and I have once I finish up with that, and I have the warp, the thing that'll help me warp, I can see inside. We'll, use it's the radio. We'll use the radio to warp around, but, yeah, I try to get every conversation, because I love, his conversations with Zach. So we're peeking into someone's apartment. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that, again, every time you visit a place, it registers as, like, this is a warp point. So, I made the mistake of not coming here, and then I needed to get here by a certain time to do something, side quest related, last time, and I was like, shit. This guide that I'm following is incredibly thorough, and I'm not going to go through every little thing, because it literally has you talk to every townsfolk every time they have something new to say. And that is very tedious, and also something that you guys can do on your own if you'd like. Because it is interesting, every every single one you can actually interact with has their own personality, very much so. So I do encourage it, but also it's in the interest of time.
Tremors. I think Fred Ward was in it. You say Fred Ward, and I say Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. That one was back in '85, I think. Directed by Guy Hamilton. Guess Hamilton was aiming to start a series like 007, but it had no sequels. A real shame. Do you remember the martial arts they used in that film? Called Sinanju? The ultimate in martial arts, using no weapons at all. Remo's master Chun ran across water, remember? And he loved soap operas. Man, that was a good character. He was played by Joel Grey, the best supporting actor in Cabaret. Of course, in Remo, he had so much makeup on you couldn't tell.
Alright, you done New York? Okay, cool. So, I just got rated, which is cool, because that's actually never happened to me before. So, hey guys! Like I said, hope you like Deadly Prem. We're at the very beginning of the game, and no spoilers. I've played it, but I have friends who have not, so let's see. Yeah, we're good to go to the department.
That's one fine building for such a small town. The exterior woodwork is spectacular. Don't you agree, Zach?
He's snoring.
Pleasure to meet you, Agent Morgan. We've been expecting you. I'm Thomas McLean, the sheriff's assistant.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please just call me York. It's what everyone else calls me.
Very well then, Agent York.
I believe I owe you a thank you for retrieving my belongings from my car. Thanks.
Oh, no, just doing my job. I want to help do everything I can to help the investigation. I just can't believe Anna was murdered. She was such a bright and lovely girl.
Did you know her well?
Well, no, not really. But it's a very small town. I'm sorry. It's just that this is the first really big case I've ever seen.
I understand. Just try to relax. Can I have a look at Anna's file now?
Yes, of course. The sheriff told me to let you through to the meeting room, but I've lost the key to the cabinet where the files are. Why don't you take a look around while I go look for it?
Okay. Let me know when things are ready.
Zach, Thomas appears to be the kind and sensitive type, totally at odds with the monarch. Almost a good setting for a cartoon.
He's adorable. Thank you for the follow down with the fun. Yeah, Aaron, do you remember the key search? I'm gonna put everybody through this. Oh my god, this is one of the funniest things. So we need to find the key, and we can also actually complete a side quest. Oh yes. So we've got the kitchen. You can shave anywhere there's a sink. So you can shave in dungeons, which is hilarious. What dis?
Zach, there's a name written on this dumbbell.
Arnold.
I haven't met anyone by that name yet. Could it be the owner of this dumbbell? What do you think, Zach?
A small kitchen of sorts, turning out tasty dishes from here. Now that's true talent. Yeah, no, we just started the game. Trust me, I'll get fast travel. But I'm not missing any conversations with Zach. Turkey sandwich. Looks... Oh, it's the card. It's funny because I've played other games, and this is actually, yeah, quote-unquote turkey sandwich. This is actually the first time I've ever been raided. So, and of course, it's like, it's Deadly Prem where I get raided, which is amazing. I genuinely love that so much. Long-tailed flying squirrel keys. Yeah, turkey, that's what we're calling it. I agree, it looks disgusting. Oh, yeah, one thing I meant to mention, because I'm sure somebody was like, what the fuck, why is it called the Galaxy of Terror? George's locker, looks like it's seen quite a bit of use. Spartan, just like the owner, so that's the sheriff's locker. What's inside? Nothing. Someone was probably like, why the fuck is the bar called the Galaxy of Terror? That is a reference actually to an old 80s movie. The bar owner likes that movie quite a bit, and I never got her to say it, but she can say it to York. Pointy-tailed flying squirrel keys.
A raincoat? Doesn't look like it's been used much, even though it rains here pretty often. What waste of nice fabric, eh, Zach?
A well-organized storage room. No doubt this is Thomas's work, too. Whoever gets to marry him will be spoiled rotten. Don't worry, Maud, you're gonna see a lot of door tackles. Boof! FBI. We've got the office room. Oh, here's Emily. She's quite pretty. She'd look better wearing something more fashionable than this dull uniform. Agree, Zach? So, it's obvious Emily's our love interest. Like...
Hi.
Hello there, Emily. Could you perhaps show me around the office before the meeting starts? I'm sorry, Agent York. I've got my hands full. Could you ask Thomas? I don't think that's a good idea. Why? What's going on? He lost the key to the cabinet with the files, and asked me to take a look around the office until he finds it. Well, I hope that doesn't take too long. You have more to say, Emily? Yes, you do. I'm about to start a tally. Please do start a tally as to how many doors I've tackled. Yeah, I know. I love thinking about what, doors killed my family. I love thinking about what people think as York just bursts through the door, because that's just kind of who York is. Let me know if there's anything I can help with. Oh, there's nothing I need help with. Why don't you lend Thomas a hand? Looking for that key? I hardly know my way around the place. I'd help out too, but I've got my hands full. No keys are allowed to be taken outside, so the key should be somewhere in the office. Sorry, I'm really busy right now. If you have time, why don't you lend Thomas a hand? This is Emily's desk. She's got a blanket and lots of candy. Emily's desk. She has a blanket handy. I figure most women are prone to cold. Maud, you're getting called out. Yeah, here's Thomas's desk, who has hearts over everything, like a massive freaking cutie. Looks like Thomas's desk. The cushion looks disturbingly cute, though. I figure that's none of our business. Looks hard at work, but I could probably get the same work done while reading a book. Okay, that signals that we have a side quest. So come here, George. George! George, don't open that damn door. Get. No. Talk to George.
George, do you work out every day?
Of course, Agent Morgan. Exercise keeps me healthy. I haven't missed a day since I started in high school.
Now that's impressive. Remind me to get more exercise, Zach.
But I can't do my full routine today without Arnold. I haven't seen Arnold around since yesterday.
Arnold.
He's a training buddy of mine. His partner Sylvester misses him too. If you see Arnold around, let me know, will ya? Can't finish my workout menu without him.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for him.
Chad is so confused. Someone goes, is he lap dancing? And someone else goes, the guy sitting there like, not this again, George. Seriously, boss? View list is like, just view your side quests. We're not gonna do all of them, so who gives a shit. Alright, George, get the fuck away from the... This usually happens in his office, so like, this is just... Yep. George. You gotta go back in there, buddy? Why'd you walk out? You asshole. I sincerely hope Maud keeps a tally.
Zach, look at this. Oh, now this is something special. It's the epitome of the old frontier sheriff's office. It's perfect.
A stuffed deer's head on the wall. A flag, a hunting rifle. A hunting rifle. Amazing. You'd never see a hunting rifle on the wall of a police department in the city. It's just amazing. Wonder if the sheriff would ever let me shoot it.
I love that York is like, I want to shoot the rifle, Zach. It's adorable. Yeah, quite a serious character, though he likes to show off and is too eager to compete. Which may be what it takes. Agent Morgan, did you want something? I don't know why I started drawling. Yeah, Arnold. Arnold and Sylvester, get it?
George, I found Arnold.
Really?
He was a bit hard-headed, but I got him to come back.
Oh. Arnold. Well done, Agent Morgan. Now I can work out using my normal workout menu.
Good to hear that.
Here's a little something to show you my appreciation. So that makes us even. I don't owe you anything, and you don't owe me anything. No changes to how we work together. Just bear that in mind.
Zach, you need some friends who aren't so dumb.
Wah, wah. This is actually going to help us get the radio, so...
Hmm?
George, I really need to see that file. Could you help us look for the key? I'm sorry, but you'll have to tell Thomas to sort this mess out himself. He needs to learn how to take responsibility. He doesn't want to help out, does he, Zach? Okay, so that's the conference room. There's nothing in there. So let's go show off the keys we have to Thomas. Looks somewhat nervous, though I sense an inner strength with him. He's serious and an excellent cook. Though whether that makes him an able deputy is another story. Agent York, did you find the key? How about this pointy-tailed flying squirrel key?
You found the key.
I think so. Is this it?
You don't know your squirrels, do you? This isn't the right key holder. This is a Siberian flying squirrel. It's closer to a land-based squirrel. The Siberian flying squirrel is larger than the southern flying squirrel, and has a standing tail while the southern has a hanging tail. But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
You sure do know a lot about squirrels.
Why yes, every key I picked up was the incorrect one. Why yes, we are handing them all to Thomas. Why yes, I do know where the correct key is. You're gonna find out more about squirrels than you ever wanted to know.
You found the key.
I hope so.
No, this is a sugar glider. Sorry, wrong key. The sugar glider is a small gliding possum. It has shorter hair and a longer, column-like tail. You can really see its muscle definition on this image, can't you? But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Zach, can you tell these things apart?
Look, there's only one more bad key to give him. Mod's threatening me to do... to time me out. He's a gray squirrel.
You found the key.
Is this the one you were looking for?
No. This is a gray squirrel. Sorry, that's not the key. Nothing particularly special about the gray squirrel, I'm afraid. You can find them in the US, Canada, and in England, too.
A gray squirrel. What was I thinking?
But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Okay, now we'll go get the actual key. I just remember fucking playing that for the first time, and we were just collecting all the keys, and we didn't get the right one until the last one. It was the most we ever learned about squirrels, and one of the best ways I got an education in college. That's the shooting gallery over here. Yeah. I lied. There's more wrong keys. I forgot about that one, actually. But we are gonna go get the right one. Yeah, that's another theory, is that Zach is the player. So here's a fun Easter egg. That, in the picture right there, with the doggo, is Sweary. The desk for the warden. Is it even in use? Doesn't seem like it. And yeah, you can actually take naps in the cells. Okay, thanks, down with the fun. I'll be here again on Friday. I do this pretty much every other day. So again, thank you for the follow and thank you for the raid. Have a good night. There it is. Dude, I'm so stoked. That's the first time I ever got a raid. Here, this is the proper one, the curvy-tailed flying squirrel. Did I say down with the fun? I meant down with fun. Damn it. There's something behind there, but we can't do anything with it yet. So yeah, Thomas somehow lost them in a cell. I never mean to run to the warden's desk, and I always do. But yeah, Sweary puts himself in the game a couple of times. Just mainly through photos. Emily's busy.
You found the key.
I hope this is the right one.
It's not.
You found a Siberian chipmunk this time, have you? Sorry, wrong key.
A Siberian chipmunk?
This species lives in northern Japan on the island of Hokkaido. They're actually quite a popular pet.
So it isn't even a squirrel.
But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Oh, York's just like, fuck my life. Alright, seriously though, right key.
You found the key.
That's the right one?
Yes, a southern flying squirrel. Thank you so much. I'll bring the files right in, so please go to the meeting room.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you.
Well, Zach, we just got here, and we've cracked a big case already.
I guess Emily had just wandered into the room, and that's why she was standing there.
The victim's name was Anna Graham. Age 18, she just recently graduated from high school this year. Her dream was to move out to the city and become a model. But for the time being, she was working in the A&G diner here in town. She lived with her mother, Sally. Anna's father died in an accident in a lumber mill when she was a child. Her mother is unemployed and lives on the insurance money from her husband's accident. After all, it's a small town with a low cost of living. Financially, they seem to get by fine, and they led normal lives.
A normal life is exactly what a curious teenager doesn't want. It's all starting to make sense, Zach.
City folk, huh? No, I take that back. All of them can't be as bad as him. And some should have better manners.
Huh. This is a good biscuit. I've never tasted a biscuit this delicious.
Where in town can I get these?
Well, actually, I baked them myself.
That's amazing. What are you doing in law enforcement?
I'm very particular about biscuits, I'll have you know. The balance of milk and butter you've achieved here.
Oh, my.
Agent Morgan, the autopsy's ready. You are welcome to accompany me to the Greenvale General Hospital. Emily, you come too. Thomas, stay here and tidy up these files.
Yes, sir.
We're going to use the car outside. Let's get going. You might think this is just a small-town police investigation, but our inspections are thorough and solid. I'm hoping you won't slow us down. The Greenvale General Hospital is down the road by the lake. It's too far to walk. Come on, get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver. Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man. Very well. Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
Fair enough.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
George, we'd better get moving. The hospital closes at 2100.
Yeah, the game runs on military time. So, real quick, just because there's a conversation in the car with George and Emily.
Agent Morgan, get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you, his mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack. Well then, Agent York, let's get going.
Sure, sounds good.
We have to hurry, it closes at 9 p.m. And it's 10:55 a.m. right now. Alright, come on. Give me that prompt.
Agent Morgan, I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely, flying all over the country alone?
I must say, I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers. I don't get on very well with women, you might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like yours, right?
George, is this an interrogation? I see you're a seasoned professional. But let's not talk about my scar. It was caused by a problematic woman.
Well, she got you good. Terribly good.
It'll fade away, and nobody will notice it in a week.
A week? It's not that light of a wound.
So, Emily, tell me, is there really a need for a full-time sheriff in a small town like this?
I'm sure it is small to your city eyes, but any gathering of people leads to all kinds of problems. Fights, runaways, stray pets.
You're too fixated on violent crimes. Our job is to guide the people along the correct path, first and foremost. That's what I consider to be my duty as the sheriff of Greenvale.
Zach, there he is, the monarch, in all his glory. Kind of makes me glad that I wasn't born here.
Did you say something, Agent Morgan?
No, nothing, George. I was just reflecting on a little history.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation. Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
Okay, which right now is driving.
We are gonna ditch them to do some side quests next time, so.
If you're wandering off, then we'll go on ahead. We don't have time to mess around.
Okay, I'll meet up with you later.
Agent York, the hospital closes at 2100. Please make it inside before then.
Also, if you notice, York has a magically appearing and disappearing FBI poncho, which is awesome. So we're gonna go save. And we'll start off the next episode on Friday with, or the next part on Friday with the department lunch. Those are going to be a thing that I make sure to have as well. So I'll be sacrificing a little bit of story for a little bit more character development, but it's a balance. Yeah, it's the poncho! It's amazing. So we'll save here, and I'm going to call that a night. Of course, since I'll be streaming on Friday. It will be a longer stream with a break in the middle. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you again for the raid. Anybody who is still here from the raid, thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate it. If you guys like what you see, please feel free to follow. I'd love that. You can see what other games I've played down in my YouTube archive. I still need to finish uploading the rest of Kathy Rain and my silent playthrough of Submerged. So yeah, I hope you guys are intrigued. Those of you who have started Deadly Prime with me for the first time today, I hope you're intrigued. I hope I haven't overhyped this game. I just love it so very much. Yeah, I hope you guys are excited to take this journey with me, because I am really excited to take this journey with you guys. So, I will see you on Friday, and have a great night.